You're not gonna find anywhere like this in the world.
This beam, you don't see this in any car.
They really didn't know what they were doing when they were building the Roadster. Those of you that have been watching my channel for a while know that we have a red original Tesla Roadster, like the ones that came out in 2008 to 2012. We actually have two of them. We have a red one and we have a blue one. But today, this is not my red Roadster, and this is not my purple Roadster. Today I came to Seattle, Washington to see one of the only Tesla repair shops in the entire world. If your Tesla breaks, or it has issues, or the battery pack dies, or your fender breaks, you would think, like most car manufacturers, it's a Tesla, you would just go to the Tesla service center. But in reality, there aren't people around at Tesla that know how to fix Roadsters anymore, or to even service them properly. So this is Carl Medlock. This is his shop with his sons. These are his sons over here. It like really is Carl Medlock and Sons. That's the name of your company, right?
Medlock and Sons.
Medlock and Sons. There you go. Carl actually used to work for Tesla. He actually serviced and worked on the red Roadster that I currently have. Is this wrapped purple?
Nope, this car is a one-off VIN 744 that was custom painted. It's a Lamborghini color called Aubergine purple.
Custom painted by Tesla?
By Tesla.
Oh, how many did they make of this?
One.
Wait, one?
There's one in the United States and there's supposedly one in Europe, but I have never seen it. This car is here from California. VINs 500 through VINs 750 ended up with some of them had this problem. It's called a sheet alarm, and there's a rivet in it that comes loose inside of the battery and shuts the car off.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna pull the battery out of the car and put all new rivets in the sheets.
I've never seen underneath a Roadster before. Big old plate under here. I like blue. Look at this blue color. That is nice. I'm starting to feel that my red and blue Roadsters are not all that unique because it seems like there's a lot of them.
This color is not that common. This color is less common. This is VIN 203. We're doing a sound reduction package. These cars are inherently noisy. This belonged to a Microsoft executive and it's been sold a couple of times. This car's back now after about its third owner, and we're gonna do sound reduction material. A lot of the noise in this car comes from right here. It's like a little speaker box and it makes all kinds of noise. So we put material on there.
Okay.
Fix that.
Why is this big metal thing right here?
This is one of the most incredible things about these cars. This beam, you don't see this in any car. It's just a steel door. This beam is a cross beam. It's a structural piece. So it goes all the way around, and the door latch goes here, latches onto here, and then there's a roll bar that's here. So this is basically a full cage car.
Really?
So the reason the door is off the car, the way that the body is designed, that a lot of road noise comes up into here. So we put sound reduction material on the bottom of that. So when we're done with that, it sounds like your pillow. Thunk, thunk. You can't hear anything. We'll take 32 dB off the inside of this car.
Whoa. Elon and Tesla were kind of just learning when they were making this Roadster, and honestly, I don't even know how much Elon likes the Roadsters. I know that sounds weird to say, but he sent the one to space already. That looked really cool with Starman up there. But at the same time, if you want to get your car serviced and you want to take it to Tesla, there's not that many people that service them. Tesla doesn't have parts for it. And so you do need to go to other shops like this. And then in the back of the lot, you have more beautiful Roadsters. We've got an orange one. We've got a red one, which is a Roadster Sport. And then kind of this one, what is the name of this one again?
Radiant Red.
Radiant Red. This is the one my friend Zach has, Radiant Red. Awesome color. And then another blue one. I love that blue. It's kind of like a North Carolina blue. It's a little lighter than mine. Mine's kind of in your face electric blue with the 523. Canada's only like 125 miles away from here, but some of them are stuck here because of coronavirus. So some of these customers have their cars just here waiting. This is not like a normal Tesla. If you run the battery to zero, like zero charge in there at all, you're done for. It's not gonna come back. They call it bricked. When somebody's battery dies, they can bring it to you, right?
That's right, that's what we do.
With your Tesla Model X, Model S, Model Y, Model 3, it's still not good to run it to zero, but it's not the end of the world. Well, with a Roadster, it's a completely different story. People put them in their garage, it cools down the batteries. If you don't check on it every week and plug it in, there's a chance it could just run down to zero and then you're done. These are fancy cars that people don't drive every day. At least most normal people don't drive every day. I know a couple of people that do drive it every day for work, but they're a unique batch of people.
So how this car came here was, it was taken to a service center because it wouldn't charge. This part was bad. It's called a 400 volt controller. They put a new one in the car, this one actually, but they plugged it in backwards.
Oh no.
So this connector will actually go both places. One goes to the compressor, one is the high voltage from the battery. And because they plugged it in backwards, the car still wouldn't charge. It sat there and sat there. They didn't know what was wrong with it. And eventually the battery died and the car was bricked.
Does Tesla have a lot of people that actually work on Roadsters right now?
I would say there's probably maybe 10 people left in the United States, maybe less. If you own one of these cars, you really need to do your due diligence and find out where there's an old school roadster truck like me, they call us OGs, that can fix these cars. If not, they're just looking at something they've never seen before.
So we know the story of this one. What about these other cars?
So this orange one and this blue one belong to the same guy. He's a collector. He has 5 of them. That one came here. He bought out of California. He imported it into Vancouver because there's very few of them in Canada, and he like doubles his money on, but he actually never wants to sell them now, so he just keeps them. This car has under 1,000 miles on it.
Whoa.
It's not only very orange, which is an uncommon color. There were only 70 sets of these wheels. Whoa. And they actually were taken off the cars because Elon didn't like them.
And then we just have random batteries that are just out here. This is from a Roadster Sport.
This battery has 0 volts in it. And he was dying long enough that it actually died all the way.
Oh man. We are inside of the beast right here.
These are each individual sheets. There's 11 of them. 6,831 cells distributed out. There's 9 bricks per sheet. If these batteries are hot, my hand on it like I just had is completely unsafe. The first thing you do when you take one of these batteries apart is you take this off and you break the battery right here, so you cut the voltage in half. That's the first thing you have to do, is you have to actually take this tie bar out, and then you work with high voltage gloves. But this battery has 0 volts in it, so there's no chance of, I can lick the thing and it wouldn't do anything.
Have you ever licked a Tesla Roadster battery?
No, I have not.
I know what you guys are thinking, and yes, I do want to start pulling this out and smashing it and seeing all of those 6,000 cells. But we're not going to. He's gonna salvage this for parts. Zach from Jerry Everything would appreciate that. One of the problems with the Tesla Roadster is they don't make parts anymore. They used to have parts at their facility, and then once they decided to move on to the Model S, they just kind of disappeared. It's really difficult to find parts. In fact, there are reports by some people that Tesla is just taking Tesla Roadsters and trading them in, perfectly fine Tesla Roadsters, upgrading people to a Tesla Model Y or a Model 3, and then what they're doing is just taking that Roadster and tearing it down and using it for parts because they don't have any. Okay, Carl, this one looks pretty much brand new. What's the story on this gray one?
The guy called me up, said he wanted to sell his Roadster. He was in Wyoming, but he would bring it to me. All right, how much do you want for it? He told me the price, and I thought, I'll buy it. Gets here, and it's been driving up Wyoming roads for so long, there was literally 2 shovelfuls of dirt in the back of this car.
2 shovelfuls.
Of powdered road dirt. This thing was on a farm, it looked like. A Microsoft guy came and wanted to buy a car that we had, a blue one, like the 2 inside. Mm-hmm. He wanted to buy one of those, and he said, oh, I don't like that color. I want this color. And I said, well, that car's not for sale because it's broken. He said, well, how long would it take you to fix it? And I said, I don't know, 30 days, 60 days. He goes, I want the silver one. And he bought everything we could possibly do to a Roadster is on this car.
No.
We did matte finished top.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that.
That's matte finish. We did these mirrors, the hood. We upgraded the wheels. We upgraded the nose from that nose.
Oh yeah, that's the one I have on 523.
And we upgraded to this.
The sportier one.
We made a one-off front spoiler that's in matte. Rear spoiler's the same. We completely gutted the car out, took a black interior out, and all the dirt with it. And the guy gave us complete freedom of expression on this car. All he cared about is that he got it back in about 90 days. And so we picked the colors and we showed them to him, and he goes, that's great. He never disagreed with anything we chose, and this is how the car turned out.
Once you have a Roadster that's like this, that's not original, it's not authentic, does it still hold its value? Isn't it still something that people want to buy?
Yes. This car, we have 2 other people that are talking to us right now trying to negotiate on building another car like this one. It's not the first owners because they like to be purists and they want them all original. But these second and third owners are bringing them to us and I want wheels, I want tops, I want this. Mostly audio, a lot of audio, and we're doing it.
They did everything on this thing to make it look good. And honestly, it looks like that might be the direction of some Roadsters, because some of the stuff that Tesla did early on, yeah, they're a big company right now and they're still learning right now, but back then, they really didn't know what they were doing when they were building the Roadster. That's why from number 200 to number 1400, the number of differences they have inside of it is pretty extreme. And I think that's why Elon at one point just like walked away. He's like, okay, we learned how to make an electric car. We learned what not to do. Let's go build cars the way that we should do it. These cars are beautiful. They're amazing. They're here, but they do need some work. I wanna see a wrecked Roadster. Okay, we're going on a ride right now in the silver Roadster. We gotta roll up the windows. I wanna hear this sound dampening. If you've never been in a Tesla Roadster, one thing you'll learn is that they're incredibly small. Yeah, you're like shoulder to shoulder with the person next to you. It's tiny. We are pulling up to the warehouse. This is their off-site secret warehouse that has some of the other Roadsters and the other projects that they're working on. Okay, that's a nice Roadster. That is really quiet. That's a good ride, and it's fast. What happens when you're in a little tiny car and you get into a wreck? We've got 2 wrecked Roadsters here. Look at that guy up there. Oh, that's sad to see. The back is all messed up, the front. I mean, I feel like that could be worse, but whoa. Okay, and then this one. Yikes, are you kidding me? What in the world? Look at the windshield. Look at the dashboard that's no longer there. The seats. What the heck?
This car was in an accident in California about 6 months ago. It hit a telephone pole in the corner there at 75 miles per hour. I know that because the screen still said 75 miles per hour.
It still says it on there?
It still did. I took a picture. It had to be cut out of the car because the car was upside down. This is the roll hood cover. It bent the roll bar back and it skinned the seat, but your head doesn't even probably go to the top of the seat in these cars because they're high seats. That's from dragging down the pavement, but look, it barely damaged the seats. Passenger refused treatment and the driver was in the hospital for a few days, but these cars are so robust and so strong that, you know, they were basically, their injuries weren't that bad. I bought this car for $12,000.
Wow.
I needed parts, and if it's bigger than a quarter, I can use it. The motor's still good, the transmission's still good, and strangely enough, this car had a good 3.0 battery in it.
No.
Yeah.
The battery pack was a 3.0, which is the one that I have. It's the latest one, which if you want to go to Tesla and get that, or if you wanted to come here and get a 3.0 battery pack, it's around $30,000 to $35,000 just to get that pack installed. So paid $12,000 for a wrecked Tesla, got a battery that's worth $30,000. I think it was a pretty good investment there. All right, well, Carl and Sons have a special treat for me. This, what am I looking at here? Is this like a full-on battery pack?
This is one of the 11 sheets out of a battery. This one's completely dead.
Wow. Oh yeah, you can see the little batteries inside of it.
One of the reasons Tesla's so safe is each one of these cells, that's called a wire bond. It's actually a fusible wire, and it'll pop that wire. So the cell's fused, this is fused, and then the battery is fused also. So these cars are incredibly safe with as far as electronics. It's gonna be hard, really hard. I think that's why you've never seen a Roadster burn up. Keep in mind, this was actually designed in like 2003, 4, 5, and this, I mean, they were testing these cars in 2007, and this is fantastic. And this is the first, you know, production electric car that was, you know, that brought Tesla to the market.
So one of the reasons why I came up here is selfishly, I need to find a solution to my Roadster. Basically, the carbon fiber on the front of it, the original from Tesla, it got really, really foggy and it looked really cheap. Carl and Sons can replace the carbon fiber. They make the carbon fiber parts for this. So I wanted to check it out for myself and see what they do. You got all kinds of carbon fiber parts here.
This is the door sill that belongs in these cars. Tesla sold these for $1,600 a pair. Very few people bought them. They have these foam ones. These are actually in better shape than most. They're cheap, they're made out of foam. You slide into these getting on the car. Most of them are cracked and falling apart. But what we did was we made a mold, and this is a layup for one. That's a pair out of the mold, and this is the finished product.
Nice. Yeah, I have this on my red one, but I don't have it on the blue one. I've got that cheap plasticky thing.
We make all the spoilers now. We're making the hood pieces that you're gonna use.
So mine wasn't like wrecked or anything. Nobody scratched it or damaged it. It just was like really cloudy and cheap. What's the deal with that?
So what happens is there's different grades of resin that you can use when you're casting, but some of the parts were made in China and some of them were made in France. The ones that are made in France look like this.
Oh, that's way better.
This is a 10-year-old part and it still looks fantastic. That was made in another country. It's not as good. It was really a poor quality. This is what your hood should look like. You know, in a good quality clear, they'll last a lifetime of a car, but what you need is you need these 3 new pieces.
Yeah.
Or we need to put new carbon fiber on top of yours.
We'll fix it. This does not have a battery pack inside of it. The battery pack was taken out and now it's empty. Look at that. But the battery pack weighs 900 pounds. You can see what the suspension does. It just raises up. You're not gonna find anywhere like this in the world. With all of these Roadsters and somebody that cares so much about it and is passionate about it. I probably shouldn't say this, but then you've got Tesla over here buying brand new cars that totally work and tearing those ones down for parts. It just doesn't feel right. Here's another one that's all busted up right here. Oh man, the whole front looks, what happened on this guy?
This car was rear-ended pretty hard and then shoved up underneath another, believe it or not, a pickup. And the trailer hitch to the pickup did this.
No. The hitch went through here and pushed that up. Okay, that's big time.
The back of this car is all bent up, but the battery's good. This car still drives. I drove this car right here. These cars are so tough. I can put you in the passenger seat of this car and take you around the block and you wouldn't even know that the car was crashed. The car's still in alignment. Even though it's bent back here, it's still in alignment.
There's a lot of really cool things inside of here. This is like as part of the battery pack. What do you call the electronics? What do you call this thing?
Oh, PEM, Power Electronics Module.
PEM, Power Electronics Module. When Starman went to space in the Roadster, everybody said that they thought it was cool that the Tesla said made on Earth by humans. Well, right down in here where it says authorized personnel only, if you look really close, it says made on Earth by humans. And then this is one of the only Tesla refrigerators in the world, and it's here at Carl's shop. I think I might need to get one of those someday. There's some more over there in the bushes. More Roadsters just chilling over there. They're everywhere. I've been here for a long time today, and it's been really, really fun. I'm even wondering like how much I actually got on camera because we've been seeing so many cool things and having a great time. But here's the plan. I'm going to work on getting the parts. Probably gonna send up my hood up here to get worked on so that I can get the new pieces on it. And Carl and I have been talking. We have a really, really good idea of a crazy thing to do with the Roadsters. I think he thinks I'm a little crazy wanting to do this idea, but I can't do it without getting my Roadster ready and getting some actual tune-up. So we're probably gonna come back up here and do a few more videos at some point, and we're gonna make a crazy video with my Roadster. I can't tell. I want to tell you what we're gonna do, but I'm not gonna tell him. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is my idea kind of dumb?
I think it's a great idea.
Great idea?
I think it's a great idea.
I can do it?
I think you can do it. I think we're gonna help you do it.
So stay tuned for that and let me know your thoughts. What was your favorite thing that you guys saw today? If you want to buy a Tesla Roadster, or if you want to get one that's a little bit beat up and get it retrofitted and make it look amazing like this silver one, Carl's your guy. All right, we'll see you guys. I just came up here because I saw a video of his shop online and I wanted to meet him. I'd be pretty confident in saying that Carl is the world's top expert when it comes to the electronics module, the batteries, and fixing Teslas. In no way was I compensated for this video other than he did buy me a really good burrito for lunch today. Have you met Elon before?
I have several times.
Have you worked on any of his cars or anything?
I worked on the black Roadster. I think it's cherry red now.
I saw the black one. I think it was Model Y. Yeah, it was the Model Y when they first introduced it to everybody. He brought his black Roadster out on the stage. That's right. That one.
I've driven that car. I've worked on that car.
Okay.
And the VIN, I think it's VIN 686 that went into space.
Okay. That's one of his Roadsters.
I never worked on that one. That car was damaged. It went over a rockery by a sales associate. And that's because the bottom of it was damaged. I think that's kind of the reason that car went into space. I don't know that. I don't know that's the reason, but whatever. Tool I've been looking for.